Hello, everybody, and welcome to the FluxCast episode 3. Dun dun dun.
Second take.
Second take, yes, because there are technical difficulties like every episode so far. Short introduction to what we had previously, but we have this usual cast of characters. Thomas.
I'm sorry, I'm a character now.
Love it. James.
It's a persona.
I don't do personas. I have one. Actually, I do.
We're getting close to these hellos. Papa D.
On my own time.
I'm giving you
And
Papa D.
And you have Papa D, a.k.a. Darius.
Does the D stand for Darius, though?
See, he is pushing.
Won't you come and find out?
Oh.
That's dirty and dark and fight him this instant.
Loved every
Isn't
second.
Darius? That's Darius summed up, isn't it?
Daddy and dark. Oh, good God. And that's us being taken off iTunes. Everyone, it's been a pleasure. See you later.
Well, reported.
Wait, what?
Reported racism.
What's happened?
James got racist, and now we're being kicked from iTunes, we assume.
You can cut it.
No, that's,
Where did he get racist?
I feel like dark and I don't know what the rest of it was. It's not dingy. Dingy's a
That's
totally
his
different thing.
fucking Skype name.
Yes, his Skype name isn't dark and dingy.
Well, it is Papa Darkness.
Oh man. So,
You can't judge him by his voice. He may not be black. I mean, we know he is, but no one else can.
He may not be black.
Like you ever watch Battlefield, friends? Like there's the medic on there. He's portrayed as black, but he's actually a white person, and his voice makes him sound black.
He's portrayed as black, but he's a white person. What?
Yeah, in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, the medic is usually African American in the game, and so that's how he's portrayed as the character model. And he voices him, and he sounds black, but he's white.
he is a Milky Bar, is what you're trying to get out of here.
No,
Snowflake?
not really. No, he's just a voice actor.
Okay.
You mean
Doing
Malteser?
work.
I like him. We'll go with Malteser. That actually does work in this situation.
I don't even know what that word means, but it made me hungry.
You've never had a
It
Malteser?
made me think of a malt milkshake.
I haven't heard that word either. What is that?
You've never heard of a Malteser?
I've heard the word. I don't know what it means.
It's a
No.
chocolate.
It's chocolate. Black on the outside, or chocolate on the outside, and then biscuit in the middle.
Crisp wafer in the
Black
middle.
on
I'm
the
so
outside.
sorry that
It
I
sounds
am,
really good. I think I might have taquitos.
uncultured swine.
Oh, that sounds good.
Idiot.
That's my line. What is with you people taking my lines?
Wait, what line did someone just take?
Uncultured swine.
Mate, you are.
It's not your
I
line.
love how it is my line. I've been saying that since before you were in the fucking
It's
group. Darius.
I mean, it's not. You can't take a line that's known
It's a free
well
country.
outside of this group.
In this group, I can monopolize it. Yes, I can.
Yeah,
No.
clan fights.
1v1 me, Rust.
Wait, what?
Intervention only.
Oh, Call of Duty, you were
Quick
so
scopes
bad.
and headshots only.
Good, we've now had a flight. Now, I don't know what the second stage of grief is. Isn't it acceptance?
Grief?
I'm at grief, we haven't to
No,
re-record
acceptance is number 5,
Oh.
and they can go in any order.
this. Thomas knows all about grief.
You know,
I
far
assume.
too known.
I actually did. I took a class on it because I was required to.
Why were you required to take a class on it?
It was class of death and dying because I'm going into medicine.
Ah.
I should, if I work in a nursing or retirement home, I mean, it's only natural that I'm probably going to come into contact with someone who dies.
That's
I mean,
such a...
And
Maybe
it's just
not
handy
even
to know how
by
to deal
Tom's hand.
And it's handy to know how to deal with grief because, I mean, I have family and they're going to die at some point. Friends as well.
That's cheery.
So the Flux class has now...
It's a fact.
The FluxCast has now been changed to the Theology Podcast. Welcome, everybody. We're going to discuss the facts of life.
Please, no. Hang on, sorry. There's
No.
a suicide bomber chasing me.
Oh, I thought you were just very against discussing theology there. But that does lead nice into the next
I'm not
segue.
against religion, but
It's
I...
probably a dangerous subject, so let's avoid that.
It is, yes. What is
Yeah.
everyone doing
But
right at this moment, as in what video games are we playing while we are recording?
I am playing Siege.
the clusterfuck that is Rainbow Siege.
Okay. James?
I'm going to say it again. I'm playing with DeLong Wang.
It
Yeah, because that didn't get old the first time.
actually didn't. I did chuckle that, and so did you, Thomas.
No,
Okay.
that was my fake laugh.
That was your fake
Can you
laugh.
not tell the difference between those?
No.
That's the one where I make a laughing noise and then I immediately go dead face. and then talk in my monotone voice.
That's for everyone out there. You can now visualize Tom's face going dead.
Look at the logo. It's very similar to that.
Yeah, is that?
I would also say, considering you've turned off the video chat, we can't see the dead face anymore. And I was enjoying your weird
First off, it won't
zoomed
come
in.
through on the Skype call.
It would come in. You were zoomed in facing it.
Well, I mean, you guys could see it, but the fucking podcast, it's a video recording, so it wouldn't fucking matter.
No. True.
I mean, if you want to take a fucking picture of me and then put it up on thing like you said you were going to do last game with the last podcast with the Snapchat and James's shit, you never did.
I did not know because that required.
It was not actually a Snapchat of my shit.
Even though
I don't know, whatever. Shit is a fucking analogy to whatever
I know.
the hell
I just clarify that I don't send Snapchats of my feces to everyone.
But
People are not literal.
on
Have you ever
an
done
Only
that? That's
select
really
yes.
fun.
At all.
I have done that. Only select people.
an
Not
awkward life
Yeah,
story
they
aside.
get really peed.
Yeah, on an awkward life story aside, one friend that I met at university for a good few months would send myself, my flatmate, and a few other people just Snapchats of his poos with aptly named titles. For example, there was one where it was a big one and two small ones, and he called it the lifeguard with the two kids in the pool.
Ew.
Now that's just fucking clever.
Now, who was that? Paul?
That was the one, the only, the craziest person I know, Ainsley Crawley. Dear Lord, the things that
What a mentalist.
the things that man did. We
Son
could spend hours of what he did. I think there
That
was
could
one.
be a topic one week.
Yeah, there was to a slight preview. There was once
That
where
would be
we
a
were,
topic for you two.
well, we were playing a game of some sort of drinking game, and someone dared him to dip his
James Cup.
gentleman sausage into a pot of chili
You can
sauce.
say the word penis.
I can.
It's natural and
I can.
anatomical.
It's just funny.
Did you say a pot of shitty sauce?
No, chili
Chili.
sauce.
Oh, that's like shitty sauce.
I
And
knew there was a reason I didn't like chili.
there was still a mark when we moved out on the bathroom door where he had screamed and kind of run around trying to cool it off. So was throwing water on it and kind of smearing
He
it
threw his
around all over
wang
the shop.
around the room.
Okay, and speaking of bathroom shit, and I got a couple things in my mind.
Okay,
You guys are familiar with the Urban Dictionary, yes?
yes.
Correct.
You know the term, I came across the term, prairie dogging the other day.
Prairie dogging?
I'm going to
Yeah.
guess it's
Well-
something about going
well,
into...
Well, if I just said prairie dogging and it's a slang term for something, what would you imagine it would be? Give me a
Something
definition from your head
relating to
while looking
dogging.
up.
I
No,
imagine.
because the prairie
Fuck you,
dogs live
Quir-
in, like, tunnels, don't they?
Yeah, they're known for sticking their little heads up to scout for danger and whatnot.
Is
and
it like
popping back
turtle heading?
What the fuck is turtle heading?
Oh, this is good. This is
Right.
the weirdest.
Tell me what turtle. Tell me what fucking turtle heading is. I want to know.
It's when, you know, like a turtle pops its head out of the shell sometimes, like, just a little bit.
Yeah, I do.
It's when the shit comes out of your ass, just a little bit. It's a turtle head.
Exactly.
So
It's
it's
exactly
like-
that. It's
Brilliant.
exactly that.
Good. Now let's move
Um,
swiftly away from this topic, please.
Well, I thought it was when you're sitting on the toilet and you're trying to go and it just you don't have enough effort, you don't have enough strength, and you push it and it slightly comes out, but then it comes back in because you can't force it out. I thought that's what it was.
Goes back in.
Please, I meant let's stop this thing for a reason. Good Lord.
Hope no one's eating
There's
dinner.
nothing
and
wrong.
listening.
We're talking about fecal excrement and or urine.
I'm just lost for words, but I love it.
See, this is how we determine maturity level in here.
It's just got weird. But
It's not weird. It's natural.
I don't think our viewers would agree, but I'm going to get emails at work from the girl who listens to this being like, oh my god, why are you
No
talking?
one's gonna fucking watch this.
One
I can say
person,
whatever I want to.
one person
Boner.
at work has actually subscribed to this, and
Oh, is this just a crowbarred shout out?
this is not, because I don't want to, she's weird, I would rather not shout her out. This is more the awkwardness of us discussing
Paul.
poo.
If she listens to it, what? No, you're gonna forget to edit that out. I know you are.
I'm not going to edit it out. It's fine. But anyway,
That's just rude. You're a very nice lady.
do you want her name
You're
as well,
rude to
Thomas? If
random
you want?
fucking strangers. Holy shit.
Do you want her name, and I can I can give you our email address if you really want to take it that far.
Paul. I got my. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna tell that story at a later point.
That is coming up. So next up, what have we done this week in terms of video gaming?
Darius and I have already gone. So James and Paul.
I deleted that, so you're gonna have to start again.
No, we said it. This
We
is the
already said
redone.
it. Not in the
yeah,
redone.
remember I said the
Playing
clusterfucks
this
that. How'd you delete it?
Not in the redone
During
version.
recording.
have
Yeah,
it.
we did. Remember, Darius said Rainbow Six, and I said the clusterfuck that is Rainbow Six Siege.
I mean, what you've done this week, not right now. This
Oh.
week. Go back 7 days,
My bad.
Thomas.
I had the first week of classes, so I got that going for me.
How have they been?
Better than my last major. So,
Have you successfully
You
changed
changed
now?
majors?
yeah, I changed majors. I was in exercise science, which is occupational therapy and recreational therapy.
You were an exorcist.
And I exercise science,
James,
and I
oh.
switched to recreational therapy. It was a big overlay, but they're different majors.
What is the key difference between exercise and recreational?
Well, the teachers would say it's giving meaning to a person, telling them to, giving a reason to keep on living when shit hits the fan. But it's a personal preference, however you find it.
No more talk about shit, please.
Fair enough.
So is there no real difference then?
There's again, they have a big overlay. I mean, you do gross motor, fine motor, and every field, but it also depends on what area concentration you're in, who you end up working with, and whatnot.
So
I guess. All right, go on.
I was gonna say,
done.
in terms of the future job prospects, it's
Yeah.
basically, in the most layman's and kind of simplified terms, physiotherapy. Yay.
Sure, I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, it's not.
Well,
Yeah. why
you
not?
describe it in terms of a future job. Like, what would you be doing in 10 years
Well,
from now?
hopefully, if all goes well, I would graduate, become an assistant, and then work with disabled veterans. But
Oh, damn.
how rarely do things go my way? So
Well, now I'm.
most likely I'll be. I mean, I'll probably be hopefully working in a hospital or a private clinic or something. Well, maybe not private, public clinic. Just, children with disabilities or elderly people. Maybe a nursing home. I don't know.
I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at the fact it's happened again, and I can hear the metal detectors and know exactly where you are, which is a worrying part of my life.
At least I'm not playing on.
Oh, I thought you said it's happened
multiplayer.
again. It
Yeah,
stopped recording.
I
no.
panicked and I was like, "Fuck."
Dude, that's amazing. I really hope you get that.
I do too, but
That'd be awesome.
we'll see.
So, what have you played this week then, Thomas, with your first week of classes?
The video game was
Yes.
Battlefield 4, which is still fucking awesome, and Rainbow Six and Mass Effect 1.
I meant to ask you, what happened with your stream yesterday? You said it went badly because Battlefield, and I quote, was it bent you over?
Well, you do remember we were doing so well when we were playing together. There was 4 or 5 of us at a time. My brother, James wasn't there. Paul was there.
I was not there.
Jordan.
And Jordan and Isaiah were there, which you guys don't know if you ever listen to this. But we were wrecking shit. Like, I think 3 out of 4 of us would come on the top of were the first 3 people on our team, and then I was just like top overall. I think one game I had 14,000 points. There was still an entire base left to go, plus the end match bonus, so I could have easily gotten 17,000.
Sorry to briefly interject. I would say when he says 3 of the 4 were top of the leaderboard, he does mean himself, his brother, and Isaiah, and then Jordan and I were bringing up the rear a fair few places down. A fair few.
But I ended up getting disconnected from that match, so I didn't get the end game score I wanted, but I still got the points and experience. But then so we were doing good early in the afternoon, and then I went on to stream later that evening, and I just got... First off, the lag was just abysmal. It was just glitching motherfuckers all day long. Well, I can't say that, but...
On a scale of 1 to Iron Banner, how high on the scale are we in terms of lag?
I would put up with the Iron Banner lag more than I would last night.
Holy
wow.
crap.
It was... I don't put up with Battlefield. I can put up with Destiny lag. Battlefield 4 is just... No.
This is a bold moment in your life. I'm worryingly concerned for us all now.
Well, see, Destiny is like Halo, where you don't die in one fucking hit.
True. Well, and considering you play hardcore mode, there's obviously... It's understandable why you probably...
And then,
suffice.
And then I don't know. So, and then I just was not doing that well. So I mean, the lag didn't contributed to a bit, but I just wasn't feeling it. So and the last, I'm sorry.
Oh no, please after you. I didn't.
And then the last Mass Effect one I did, I don't know. I was happy to play the game, but I just did not have the patience or concentration to do a stream. And I feel like I've already started the series. I kind of want to finish it, but I'm not always in a good mood to do it.
The series? Are you going to do all 3?
If they come to backwards compatibility, yes, but I'm definitely going to do the first one.
Yeah, cool.
So that's kind of the issue I've realized with trying to do Let's Plays now. It's kind of, I'm trying to always talk. I'm like, sometimes I've just run out of words. I think a few of them I've just sung on. I just start singing on a stream.
I don't mind if I run out of words, because I mean, that's part. No one can talk constantly, but you just have to be in a good mood to do it, and I just can't be in a good mood all the time. I'm in a fine mood now, but...
Yeah, understandable.
I mean, how long is that going to last? That's why I stream really.
I'm hoping your mood will last for the next hour to hour and 15 minutes. So, Darius, what have you played this weekend? Or this week, sorry, not this weekend.
Just a bunch of stuff. Diablo's patch dropped, so I've been playing that. League of Legends. I haven't been on Destiny this week, and I've trying. I finally got my Siege fixed, so that's what I've been working on.
That's right, I forgot. We haven't played together with your actual profile, have we?
Well,
we played a couple of games, but everyone dipped out after because Paul and James had to go do that work thing.
Work thing?
Work.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he means that go to bed thing to then get up and go to work, not just.
Yeah, you know. I mean, let's be honest. If you didn't have work, you wouldn't have gone to bed.
Nope.
Good point.
That's a good point.
That's why I won't go to bed tonight.
That sounds really weird to spend the whole day awake.
Do you guys have Monday off?
No.
We don't have Martin Luther King.
Hey, Darius, Americans, high five.
We high five. We get Monday off.
Civil rights.
We don't need to shoot people to get bank holidays.
Oh, God. Hey, they didn't shoot people. They just sprayed them with fire hoses.
That was
bells in them.
No, but Martin Luther King was shot.
Luther King was shot at his hotel.
I know, but we're not celebrating his death. We're celebrating his life.
Oh, I'm loving this.
Well, isn't it on his death day? I thought it was.
No.
This is fantastic.
When is it then?
You know about your holidays. Cool.
I don't know about my holidays.
Martin Luther King, he died in April.
Why are you having the day now then?
No. Yeah, I don't know.
His birthday or
It's,
something?
it's to celebrate. It's his birthday.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Birthday is January 15th.
Thank you.
As in yesterday?
Come on. They
it's
do it the closest Monday to the 15th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we've now got into some culture. I'm enjoying. See, we're such a diverse podcast. We literally cover everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's a better holiday than Boxing Day.
We don't want to cover theology according to you guys.
I would love to cover theology.
Theology is apparently off limits.
I'm all for the FluxCast episode 4, the Theology Podcast.
The Theology Podcast.
That could be just
Let's
you.
talk about culture.
We can do a religion one as well.
What religion are you guys out of curiosity?
Okay, FluxCast
Isn't
episode
that-
6.
What religion am I?
That is, what denomination?
I am a Baptist.
I see. Paul James?
They're either Catholic or Anglican.
Protestant is the word you're looking for.
That's what I thought I would ask.
My mother is
I'm
my
Roman
mother is
Catholic myself.
Catholic, and then I am.
I was baptized, but nah.
I think I've been baptized.
Where are you?
I've never put much into religion. Like I've kind of. It's weird. I acknowledge. I believe there's something
I know
higher.
you don't have to. You're not that
we all
into
know what you're
religion,
thinking.
but you acknowledge it. I understand
Yes.
what
Yeah.
you mean.
And like there.
I used to go all the time when I was a kid, but now I don't at all. Oh, don't shoot
I
me.
feel like our parents had a lot to do with that.
So like I've had the moments in my life where if I've been nervous or something, I will be more inclined to. I don't know if it has much effect, but I will pray and kind of because in times like that I'm just thinking there's going to be something out there, I guess. So let's see how much work he can do. Weird, yeah. That's happened before.
That sounds like you're really nervous. You're like, all right, I'm going to test God. Come on, what can you do?
No, it's more like when you've had those.
Come get me,
It's
asshole.
hard to describe it.
Exactly.
Yes, ruin that. Love it. That's a great time.
Oh my
to
God.
Cut away from me talking.
They are literally. This guy's gonna let me bleed out on the ground.
Focus!
Yes, one James.
Yeah,
Please.
seriously.
You're doing a Thomas now here, Darius. It's not good. Only one of us can do that, and Thomas fills our quota. James, what have you been playing this week?
That's me.
I have been playing pretty much the same stuff. We went on, been on Siege again to try and test out this, well, see if the patch made any difference to anything. Not really.
Well,
I feel like it didn't do that much.
that is an upcoming topic in the news segment. Please don't spoil
Indeed.
it.
We went on Destiny, had a load of laughs in Vault of Glass just before this.
I actually streamed it, so I'll be up for 30 days.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
I
watch
gotta
it.
Fucking look at it. No,
I will watch it. That's a good
fucking
point.
look at it.
It's a pretty good point. I will
Don't
watch
fucking do that.
What else have I played? Playing a little bit of Victoria 2, some grand strategy in there. And apart from that, no, it's just the same. World of Tanks and Siege.
I have played. I've tried to cut myself off from Siege a little bit this week because I've realised when I've got 28,000 renown and all that stuff, I should probably try and play the other games that are kind of my backlog. Which
I got 28,000 renown.
that was a slight humble brag, yes.
James is a 5-year-old child.
No, I'm a 22-year-old child.
All the better, my friend.
Fair enough. My apologies.
So yes, I think I've played the Escapist some more. I think I'm on part 3 of the Let's Play, and on Twitch I'm on like the 4th level, and that's got hard now, and it's kind of worrying. Struggling a lot in that one. I played Ori and the Blind Forest, which is adorable, and I think one of the best games. I'm going to get ambitious here. Of the brief,
Oh yeah,
I mean,
it got a lot of.
of the 45 minutes,
Visually, it's beautiful.
yeah, of the 45-ish minutes I played, it's beautiful, and the story seems great, and I would put it up there one of the best games I've probably ever played. It's adorable. I have downloaded Undertale, which is I'm so looking forward to playing.
That's gonna be interesting.
I'm torn between whether to stream that or record it first because the decisions are going to get referenced in the next time I play through it. I feel like I have to do it on the first time for everyone to see. So I'm unsure with that. And then I bought Binding of Isaac as well on a friend's
Like 20
recommendation.
minutes ago, didn't you?
Like 20 minutes ago, yeah.
Yeah.
On the recommendation of
Jordan's reference.
Jordan and a little bit of you, Thomas, as well, because you were both talking about it, so I assumed you would kind of give me
I
that.
used to have a YouTuber I like to watch. His name's Tear of Grace.
Shout out.
His content's gotten out of my. He's English. His content's gotten out of my spectrum of liking more recently, so I haven't kept up with him. But he used to do a lot of stuff I found very humorous. So I watched a bunch of his videos. He did for a long time. He did Binding of Isaac. I watched, I think, just about all of them.
I'd like to have a look, see what he does, and learn from a pro, it would seem.
I got in because he initially did Dark Souls content.
What else I played? I know I played more. Oh, I played the Games with Gold. ZH.
Oh, yeah, you tried that out.
Z Heroes, not ZH Heroes. That no one would call their game that. Z Heroes or just Zeros. It's fun. It's a kind of exploring beat 'em up thing hybrid with just lots of punching and combos that are very hard because the controls don't feel that intuitive. Nothing seems that responsive when I push a button to what happens on the screen, but hey ho. And then I can't think what else I've played. My mind is drawing a blank right now. Obviously Siege is the standard.
Has everyone gone?
I played The Witcher again. That was fun. I got back into that and I love that game.
That's like that, yeah.
That is one of my top games of all time. I'd go that far. Because that game is...
Did that win Game of the Year?
it would have won someone's Game of the Year because it is one of the best games I think ever made. The world is... I think you would probably like it, Thomas.
Have you got it on
Sorry,
disc
what?
by any chance?
It just
Unfortunately-
gets so repetitive.
I do not. I got it on CD keys because I know Buck. This was before Buck and I started game sharing. This was the conversation that led to us game sharing. And I remember he told me it was on sale in CD keys, so we picked it up then. And it's worthwhile. I would get it if anyone's listening, and to you three here. Because Thomas, I think you'd like it because it seems like it seems a realm you kind of enjoy of fantasy.
And I'm sure
supernaturals.
I've looked at lots of gameplay on it, and it does seem very interesting. But
It's not that
if I can think
repetitive.
about the Skyrim, where I found that so repetitive.
It's not that repetitive. Pardon?
And some games are too massive. Like Skyrim's too massive. Fallout 4, I don't know. There wasn't enough important quests for me to stay invested. Like Fallout 3 New Vegas, like there weren't that many side quests, but all of them were unique and kept my interest.
See, so
I had
far,
to go find a violin or something.
So far,
Stradivarius.
yeah. So far with The Witcher, a lot of the side quests,
Remember that fucking...
everything does try and guide you towards the main quest still. So you are not doing just frivolous stuff. Everything has a reason, and when you like learn about the wider world, you're all kind of like, oh, that's really cool. So I would say, if you can find it cheap, I'd recommend giving it a try.
And yeah, I may at some point, but right now I don't think I'm going to stay away from it. I'm just going to wait.
Yeah.
Coast out on Mass Effect and Rainbow Six until
The Division.
The Division. Yep.
Which, unless anyone has anything more... Actually, no, we're not going to news yet, because we've missed out 1 second of the new format of the podcast, which is life news. I'm going to get jingles as well at some point.
Haven't we kind of done life news?
I feel like we were doing this.
Well, I know Thomas has
that's
his story he wants to tell, which
I got someone else too.
Hilarious.
It has nothing to do with video games. It's not hilarious. It's just kind of fucking weird.
It's a little creepy, but I find it quite funny because it's not happening to me.
On another note, though, I was trying to set up recording through OBS from my Xbox One, and it is just a pain in the ass. I can't figure out how the fuck to do it, and every time I looked it up, I got jack shit from it.
James
so I finally found out if I upgrade to Windows 10.
Well, before you upgrade to Windows 10, speak to Stats Guy and General Knowledge Guy now, Mr. James Dealey.
Yeah, I was looking at OBS today and like trying to figure out how to do exactly the same thing.
From the Xbox One or on your computer?
You were looking to stream it from the Xbox One, did you say?
Yeah, well, I have set up on my.
I was going to stream my Xbox from OBS on my laptop.
Yeah. So if you get Windows 10, you can use the Xbox app to use that, I guess.
Well,
or I guess it's like well, you can get the feed onto your computer and then just stream your computer.
I think from looking at it, I need an HDMI splitter, an HDMI cable, so it has. So one HDMI goes to my laptop and one stays in the Xbox.
Well, I see. There's 2 HDMI ports on the back of the Xbox One, and I don't know. I tried plugging them into both, and nothing happened.
One is a HDMI input, one is the output. So I believe the second port is for the television. So if you were looking up your TV, is it on the back of it? You have obviously the output one, which just takes the game to the TV. The other one would be, so it wouldn't work if you just plugged it into the back of that. Assuming it's roughly like the Elgato, the way it will work is that you'd have to, as James said, you have to have the HDMI input going first into your computer, and then you'd have to have it then rerouting back out, so the computer effectively acts as a middleman, and it's just the recording.
So I would need a splitter then.
Because the way the Elgato works is you plug the HDMI into the Elgato, and then the Elgato then has another output which goes back to the TV. So it's just a middleman kind of device. The Technology Podcast now as well.
I will keep you updated, Tom. I'm going to go and look for a splitter either tomorrow or Monday, see if that actually works.
I think I'm just going to do the Windows 10 version where it's like a delayed thing.
Well, I mean, this might not even work, in which case I will be upgrading to Windows 10 as well, and then asking for your help, probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, fair enough.
I would say I don't know how Windows 10 works, but I know in terms of if you can create a second desktop, like I know on Macs you can create on one screen, you can have various desktops running, so you could always, if you can do that on Windows 10, that'd be the best idea. Then you can just have OBS record your second desktop, and you can still use a laptop for regular things. But I don't know how that works in terms of a Windows laptop.
Well, I don't have another monitor to do that.
Well, see,
not do I anymore.
Honestly, the Mac one doesn't run it off another monitor. You can just up the top. You can have one screen. You just have flick between the 2 desktops.
Oh,
so it would.
Yeah, I can do that. I can.
So if you can do that,
set it so it's just. Oh, actually, no, maybe I can't. Oh no, I should be able to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you can do that, that's probably a good way to then you can just have OBS record just that one desktop and go kind of off the beaten track type thing.
Keep Twitch. I should be able to keep Twitch open. Then.
Yeah, you can keep Twitch open.
Because I can talk to like Zach and Dusk are the only people who fucking watch my.
Who's
stream.
Dusk?
Dusk, he started when I was streaming Katawa Sojo, and he's stuck around. He shows up very often.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely have to get him on a.
Zach, of course, Zach.
Zach is a champ. He watches all of us. He's by far he's awesome.
Biggest fan.
Biggest.
For some fucking reason, yeah.
I remember he went into the Twitch power rankings the other day of who he likes most, and I believe because Thomas said to him that I am meh at best, and he was like, well, actually, here's how I'd rank them. But hey, he's a lovely guy, and
Where do we all come then, Paul?
I am by far and away number one because original.
I thought you were second. I thought James was above you.
See, I thought he put James as second, me at one. I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
Really?
We'll ask him. Zach, if you're listening
I
to
actually
this,
don't know if he's even to you.
tweet us at @DownToFlux your power rankings, please. Yeah.
Wait, do we have a Twitter?
We do have Twitter.
We have a Twitter.
Which
He has seen
Shouldn't
one
look
of my
this.
streams.
I am going to have to make a
Well,
point
shit,
now as
I'm
well.
gonna fucking use that then.
I have to make a point as well. That
I'm gonna fucking use that.
the YouTube account, I was right with it last week, but that's a whole different argument. The YouTube account is the YouTube is Down to Flux DTF. The Twitter is Down
Yeah,
to
I was
Flux.
listening to that, and yeah, Paul, you're right.
Yes, I mean, that clip is being saved and set as my text tone. Just Thomas saying,
You were right.
Paul, you are right. Be a nice
Well,
little,
James was the one who was arguing with you, not
nice little ego boost every day.
No,
So,
I think it's because the channel is actually called Down to Flux, but yeah, the account linked to it is DTF.
All right, so what is the email address?
down to flux@gmail.com. So if anyone wants to send us
No,
an
the
email,
email address I think is Down to Flux DTF.
@gmail.com. So
Is the D, T, and the F capital in both
it would be.
pre and...
You set the email account
No.
up, Thomas.
I don't remember it by heart.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, so say if anyone wants to tweet us or email us any questions you have, we'll do a Twitter session.
We have an email.
Yeah, we'll
Check
do
our first week's progress.
We'll do a
on
Twitter
Spreaker.
section next.
Q&A.
Yeah, we'll do a Twitter Q&A next week. Why not? So tweet us some questions. Also, before we move on,
Okay, I gotta look it up.
Thomas Pash, your
Yep.
story from this week, which I find both funny and weird.
Alright, so maybe a week ago, I started getting phone calls from... I'm not gonna say where I live, but I live in Ohio, and so I have a fucking area code in the United States. I don't know if you guys do in England or not.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Alright, so I started getting phone calls, and it's like one phone call, and then like a day later, I get the phone call from the same fucking number, and it's my area code. So I was like, alright, maybe I started thinking maybe it's somebody who got a new phone, they're trying to get a hold of me or for something. And it's like, alright, so it rings yesterday, Friday. I was in class, I couldn't answer it, so I was like, alright, it's responded with a text message like, hey, I don't have this number in my contacts. Can I ask who this is? And then I kind of don't want to read the entire conversation, but
Wait, did it
she
progress on-
sends back and it's like, I am Teresa or Teresa. I don't know if that extra S is supposed to be born. So I don't fucking know, Teresa. So like we start talking and she gets kind of
flirtatious?
she called me. She called me like 3, 4, 5 times for a fucking reason. So I was like, all right. So, I mean, maybe she wants something. Maybe she wants to get hold of a friend of mine that I know and numbers got mixed up or something. I don't fucking know. So it's like, is there anything I can help you with? And then she says, I need a lot though. I was like, oh fuck, this gonna get emotional or some shit like that.
Oh god,
And
she
so-
was talking
and
about
for, like-
drugs.
No. And for like a whole good 20 fucking minutes, I'm debating, should I ask what's wrong? Should I not? I don't want to get infested, but at the same time, it would feel right. And I was like, fuck. So finally I sent back, is there anything I can do? And then she starts saying, you sound sweet. And then the next thing is the age. I was like, fuck. Then goes on. I'm just trying to be as biased and distant as I can, and it keeps going on. And then she wants me to send a picture, and then she starts talking about college, and
Wait, did you send a
You
picture
didn't
to
tell
her?
me this
I
part.
was like, fucking, why not?
Oh my god.
What? It's a picture of my face.
How far has it progressed?
That far. It was.
Has he asked for a picture of little Tom yet?
No, not. First off, that's just offensive.
Sorry.
And no,
Big Tom Grande.
it is average in every way.
Have you agreed to meet up with her at any point?
No,
Okay.
I told you that the conversation ended last night after about like 5 texts after I sent the picture. She talked a little bit and then
Who ended it?
did nothing. She did, I believe. I sent something,
Ooh,
and she
You know
never
what that
replied.
means,
So
right?
she did not appreciate
No, I
that
don't.
picture.
No.
That's what that means.
Do you
I'm
know
fine
what
with
that
it.
means?
Yeah, I know what that means.
I don't.
Are you sure?
Damn,
You got another
You need me to
D-Lo,
say
man.
it, Paul?
Well, I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm oblivious to women, as James has many.
You're the one who has a
stories to.
long-distance girlfriend.
I do, but as James will testify to, I played Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo because I was that oblivious to who exactly she liked in our group of friends that her friend had to go through and go, no, Paul, you're wrong. I was like, what? Eeny, Meeny,
Yeah.
I eliminate him. She was like, good choice.
Basically, Paul eliminated everyone but himself, and she still went, no, you're wrong. And then couldn't work out who the fuck it was.
Oh God, Paul! Jesus Christ!
I don't do signals well. I'm
Oh
not
my
very
God.
good at signals. Alright?
No guy
Look,
is.
Paul,
That's not a
look.
problem.
Come
But
on
you're the
now.
only person fucking left.
It was fucking hilarious for me, I tell you.
Well, it was also when the night I met her, the next day I spent hours apologising to this is how I am at signals. Her friend and James's old flatmate, because I thought I'd ruined something between those two. So I was like, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. So I had to work
Yeah,
up an
this
apology.
guy was like 6'4" and like built like a brick shithouse as well.
And I was like, oh, he's gonna kill me. Until Tom was like, no, it's cool, man. Just roll with it. I was like, thank you, Tom. Thank you so much.
And you know what that means?
Oh, no. What does that
A
mean?
threesome. That means they want a threesome.
I'm out.
Yeah.
They didn't actually have a thing, Tom.
And I know I was making a joke, James, but thank you for killing it.
Well, now we've gone over my awkwardness with, people, and Thomas's awkwardness with Tinder women. I'm gonna say it's Tinder.
It was a text message.
Nope,
it was
it's
not
Tinder.
one of those fucking apps.
I'm putting it as Tinder. And
It wasn't Tinder.
It wasn't. It was through a text message.
Was it?
Grindr?
Wait, did you ask her how she got your number?
I did. She said she doesn't fucking remember.
Oh,
Or doesn't know.
Okay, that's a little. Oh God.
Any Teresa's living in Ohio, you're fucking weird.
I'm now. It's
Did you tell her name or get her name on Facebook?
Just her first name.
Got to get that surname, man. You can't Facebook stalk
I
on your
probably-
first name.
I
Amateur.
probably could.
You
Fine.
probably could.
I'm not gonna be fucking creepy and ask for shit.
Don't worry, I'll do it for you.
By the way, someone send me the Twitter shit because I still can't fucking
Okay, I will
log in.
send it out.
Oh, never mind. I logged in.
Oh, good. So, on to the next topic of this podcast, which we've taken 40 minutes
Weekends
to
are
get to.
Bay, James Dealey, 9 hours ago.
News.
What was that? Oh yeah, they followed me.
Your fucking tweets.
Weekends are bay.
Holy
Alright.
shit.
Ruined my news jingle there. It's not even a jingle. Ningle. What's the
Do it
ningle?
again.
Who are we following?
I just went news really long. So
Not many people.
Oh, we're following James.
the
not many
news
people, yeah.
for this week, I have news item 1: the siege patch dropped. Discuss.
Nobody noticed.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't really notice that much difference in the hitboxes. The one thing I did notice is the or almost insta-death for glitching out the map during the preparation phase, which those fuckers
That's
deserve.
true.
There's only
And
one.
first thing I noticed was sorry, Paul,
That's fine.
was the countdown actually counts down
Yeah.
And
during
you
that
Oh, yeah,
time.
that's
We're still stuck in the loading screens. It actually counts down.
Yeah, it is.
And we get renown. I get renown every game now.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's no synchronizing data anymore.
However, they have
That's
not
fair.
fixed the one glaring issue and bug that is, if you have 4 people, the game refuses to matchmake you in any way, shape, or form.
Really? I didn't notice that.
Well,
Maybe I haven't played with.
well, no, and if you have 4 people, it struggled before the patch, and it's not been fixed after the patch. I don't think. Like, people are still clamoring.
Well, I think
that it's got.
what goes on after the patch is it tries to match you up with another 4% group, and I don't think there's that many of them out there.
Yeah, so I think that's where it just seems to struggle a lot. But overall, I'm pleased with it, and I think it's going in the right direction. And now,
James, I'm pleased you like my laugh.
We'll see if what, Tom?
really,
I remember it was like 2 weeks ago. You said I had an enjoyable laugh or something like that, and I was like, all right, cool, that made my day.
Oh, you're welcome.
Or a unique laugh or something. It's like, all right, and I asked you about it. You said it's not bad. And it's like, all right, cool.
It's just it's a proper laugh. What was I saying?
well, I'm
Oh,
assuming.
We'll see what like if they drop any like hot fixes or anything with the Canadian operators. But
I'm anticipating another patch within the next 16 days, because I reckon something will come with the Canadians. There'll be something else they'll put, be it small or be it massive. They'll be like, oh, speaking of the Canadians, Thomas, they've released pictures of one of the Canadian operators as well. One of the Canadians.
Were you there when I was talking about my nightmare?
No,
you're talking to me about it, Tom.
Please.
Go on. I'll go on after this.
They've released pictures of the Canadian and the American operators that are coming, but back to you, please.
Yeah. So the other day I was having a dream of Rainbow Six, and I occasionally dream of video games. It gets to a certain point where I remember once I was telling James, and I was dreaming about Assassin's Creed. I ended up getting sick and nauseous out of it, and had a fever for like 3 days. Anyways, so I was dreaming about Rainbow Six, and the Canadian operator just got released, and the one was like the bear trap, like you guys told, and he was normal enough, and I was going against the other one, and his ability, he had a moose stampede that would just like run through the entire fucking map and just insta-kill like everybody. I was like, all right, this is a bit overpowered, and I was sitting behind cover, cowering in fear. And
so it was kind of like the dogs from World at War.
A little bit, I suppose.
No, well, kind of, but it was just like picture that. You remember that scene from Resident Evil, the movie where it's like laser in the hallway?
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
Where you think you can get around it, but it's just the entire hallway gets taken up by the fucking laser and it just murders everybody. It was kind of like that.
I was anticipating some sort of nuke from like Call of Duty. It just took a while to build, and you went, oh no, drop it, and everything dies. But that sounds like a very weird.
In case anyone ever doubts my skills, I have gotten nukes in Call of Duty before.
Humble brag by Thomas Pash.
13 to be exact. Well, I don't know. Every so often, I feel like I play online and my streams are just like shit. The gameplay is just shit. It's like, all right, I swear I'm not this bad.
Okay. The next bit of news I had was Gone Home was delayed in the EU, but I don't think I'm the only one really interested in that game. That's more of me.
I may look into it once it comes.
Well, no, it's out for you guys. It's out in North America.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it was delayed for Europe.
I haven't seen anyone playing it.
It got dropped on the 13th, and on the 12th, I believe they tweeted out, being like, "Yeah, sorry, it's not coming to the EU." last minute classification.
Like the day before.
It was like last minute classification.
Sorry,
error.
boys.
It was so strange.
Yeah, thanks, Darius.
That sucks.
Yeah. Which is weird. The next one I have, bit of news, is the Destiny Emblem for all you fun people who still play that game, and
is absolute bullshit.
It was not anything. Really, it was crap.
I thought it was going to be like legendary at least. No, well, maybe in the middle of my expectations.
The weird thing about it is they announced like, yeah, you'll get this emblem if you play, you'll get this emblem, and then like they go, the emblem's out for everyone, and there's nothing. There's nothing to say. There's nothing at the postmaster. There's nothing to say. Here's this emblem. You have to go to the actual, like, whatever it's called, the emblem
kiosk.
Yeah, the kiosk.
And actually search through everything. I went on with Bruce, and we both went, well, we don't have it. What? We just didn't notice it.
It's a weird one, but the only thing of note that I know about the emblem was that it did link to a load of speculation because of the title of it, The Dawning or something. A while back, maybe was tweeted by Deej, but I believe, or something, there was some sort of reference of the next big event being called The Dawning, and everyone's then been looking into the emblem and whatnot, kind of going around trying to be like, well, what does this mean? Where are we going? And I think they've put a little bit of effort into it, and I remember, but I can't seem to find the thread on Reddit now. There was one up there which just said, like, oh, this is what we think it means. But hey.
That's alright.
I know, I'm a terrible host. I do apologize, everybody. Next up, I have The Division. Released a gameplay trailer.
Wait.
Ooh.
Hang on, I thought I had an interjection here. Now I can't think of it. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? What was James speaking of right before we lost?
Destiny?
Emblem.
The emblem?
Emblem?
Your dream?
Your dream? Mooses?
No, it was after the dream. I can't think of it.
We can, if you want, Thomas, I can pause this, bring up the recording, play through it to this point, and we can come back to it.
No, okay, because I don't think it was just like one of those things where I associated a word with something in my mind.
Oh, good.
I don't think it was. I don't think it would actually help unless you wanted to read it back, word for fucking word.
I can
Please don't
do that. So yes, obviously, yeah, the next news I have was the Division trailer and beta have been announced. Woo! The beta is coming out
sick.
on the
Hey, Division.
Yeah, the trailer
I've
is
been watching some of the gameplay that's been posted recently.
the gameplay trailer. The trailer release was gameplay and looks amazing. I need to watch the end of it. I watched it at work and someone came behind me and it was awkward. I was like, nope, not doing anything. But good news, I'm moving desks at work, so I can actually slack off all I want now. It's going to be fantastic. And then, yes, the beta comes out on the 28th of January, I think. I know it's a Friday.
Well, fuck.
29th of January, if you're on Xbox One.
Piss.
And it's the 29th, 30th, and 31st. Which
How long's the beta for?
3 days.
God damn it.
I believe it's a weekend if you're on PlayStation 4 and PC, and if we're on Xbox One, which we are, you get an extra day on the 29th to play it and get yourself ready for that game. Obviously, to get
Well, that's me up then.
Yes. To get guaranteed access, you'll have to pre-order it or hope they draw your name out in a random code.
For beta? The beta?
Yes. If you
I thought it was if you pre-ordered it.
There is also, you can sign up to it, but I believe the spaces are randomized. I don't think it's just pre-ordering it. So, there was, last week anyway, a Humble Bundle, and you could get, as I said, a load of games and the beta access for about $9.75 USD. But I think that's moved on now, unfortunately. Speaking of betas though, there's a current beta running, which will be on the last day by the time I get this out to people. So, but hey, you can still play it. Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. It's a really fun game, actually. I'd play that game. I played the first one. I loved it.
You mean the first one was?
Yeah, the
You haven't
first
played
one was.
the second one yet, have you?
I don't know if I played the beta. I don't think I have played the beta yet. I think it could be downloading. But it's fun. The first one was really fun, and the second one looks like it's going to have the same fun-loving formula. So I'm all good. And then my final bit of news is the Hitman Changes, which sadly, sadly the game is no longer being how it was, where it was you spent between 40 to 60 pounds, dollars, and yen or whatever currency you have, and then you got like 2 or 3 chapters of the story, and then the rest would come free later. Now they are going fully episodic, and on the release date you spend £15 or dollars, and you'll get access to the prologue and chapter 1, and I believe 1 city, and then once a month they're going to release the next kind of segment for about $10.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. However, you can, if you want to, spend the full $60 on day 1 and have it all effectively pre-ordered for you.
For essentially a season pass.
Yeah.
Type deal. They're basically getting away with releasing half a game.
Well, it was especially unfortunate when...
Yeah, pretty much. That sucks.
Well, the quote they had as well was just fantastic, in that they had a quote that was, "We don't want to release half a game, we want to give you guys a full game at launch." And now it's now been like awkwardly, "Yeah, sorry, didn't mean that quote." I think I'll find the quote for you. Yes, here it was. No downloadable content was to be released this games, and no microtransactions will be featured, and new missions, locations, and targets will be added to the game regularly as free updates after the game releases.
Well, in all honesty, they didn't say there was going to be a full game upon release.
They did say free DLCs and they like stuff.
And but what you're paying $15 for it initially?
You pay $15, then once a month.
60, or you can buy it, right?
Well, once a month if you want the next area.
Or you said you could pay $60.
Yes.
You could pay $60 or $60.
You can either
front. So I mean, that's a full game. You're just not getting all of it at once.
It's annoying because I was really if it was $60 and you got the 3 areas they said you'd get at the beginning of like them releasing it, I would have paid that. I'd been happy with it. But now I feel tentative paying $60 and just having 1 episode, because if I don't like it, I'll be like, so I think they either have to put in an upgrade option. So if you buy the first one, you can then upgrade and get the rest without spending the 60. But I don't know. It's sad. Anyone have any other news?
Yeah, just move to Canada
Besides,
for
you
the-
know, Alec Rickman and David Bowie
Alec
died this
Alec
week.
Rickman.
That's
I'm
news.
sorry,
world.
Alan Rickman and David Bowie.
It was a sad week for celebrities in terms of deaths.
Yeah, it was. Both
Guess-
69, both cancer.
That's weird.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Hello,
Hello.
Thomas.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Everyone sounds very hollow to me. I don't know why.
I don't know if anyone heard though. Kind of not to balance out the scales,
Oh, you're back.
but in terms of all the good people we've lost, Robert Mugabe may be dead.
I don't
Who?
know who that is.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah, exactly.
Zimbabwean dictator, who I believe won the last vote by 110% of his country's population. That's how corrupt he is.
Corrupted was?
He can't even fix a vote properly.
Last thing I heard about him was him falling over. Do you remember that? That got photoshopped like crazy.
Well, I don't know if anyone's seen. It's unlikely that Darius and Thomas would have.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. You know what I'm on about, Tom?
I think I do.
But yeah, see, I don't know if anyone
Yeah.
saw. I don't know if you saw, James, the Celebrity Big Brother clip. Just searching the internet a lot.
Oh, was it David Guest?
Where, yes, David Bowie's first wife says to one of the housemates, David is dead. And there's another housemate in there called David, and the other housemate goes nuts thinking the housemate inside us died, and she runs around screaming for him, being like, oh my god, David's dead! She's American, by the way, as well, so it doesn't bode well for your country. She's screaming, running around, like, where's David? Where's David? And it ends up, they find him in bed, and he's like, what's going on? Like, Clay just woken up. And then she turns round on a warpath at this other girl, at David Bowie's first wife, be like, what is wrong with you? Until the first wife goes, wait, what? I meant David Bowie, my first husband. And it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Just the mood changes dramatically from her being like, oh, I can't be mad anymore. It was,
Oh, America.
yeah.
We're not the best country.
No,
We're
we
not
are
even,
the
like,
best
top
country,
20.
Tom.
But we have
Oh,
shit.
these
We have
other
patriotism.
shitters.
We have
They
an
are
American
fucking-
dream.
They're in the bottom 15.
Whoa. Britain's
We're a
a...
power country.
Sure. Yeah, I'll give you that. Anyone else have any other news, video games or otherwise?
No.
I think so.
Xbox
Nice
is
shift.
not. They are not shutting down the servers. The Xbox 360 servers in November. That rumor has been dispelled by a tweet
Never even
from
heard it.
Microsoft.
Neither did I.
Never even heard the fucking rumor.
Ooh.
Of course
That
they wouldn't shut. It's only been like 2 years. They kept Halo 2 servers going for like 10.
They kept Halo 2 servers going for a long time because one person refused to get off them.
That was 2 people actually. They
See-
kept going until like the final hour.
I thought a whole group.
I read a story.
Yeah, I read the same story.
It was like 100 people after a while, and they were all playing together constantly. And eventually the numbers just kept dwindling because
the Xboxes
games would
died.
break. Yeah, and Xboxes would die. And so eventually it was like 2 people left on one game, and they were just playing around. And like one guy outlived the other by a couple minutes because his Xbox lasted a little bit longer.
So I the reason I remember the story is because they gave, I think it was linked to Reach, I believe, and at the time they shut them down. I think it was Reach at ODST was coming out, and they basically they commended the people. I think there's like 13 of them got copies of the game, be like, we commend what you did, and your stand was similar to these guys, like yada 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 type thing.
It turned into some kind of marketing
A little bit, yeah.
thing.
But hey,
Still cool.
It was still pretty cool.
Bungie's a cool company. Fuck you, Activision. That is our expressed opinion of this group.
yes, I think everyone would agree with that. That everyone's all for Bungie, all against Activision ruining it.
Now do more on Destiny, damn it.
No, don't do more Destiny because that means more microtransactions, and I'm out.
No.
They're trying.
No,
Oh, they're using
I
microtransactions.
will say that
fun DLC.
Destiny dropped the ball over the holiday. Like Destiny is like almost unplayable now.
Yeah, it's
Not
good
just
shit.
because of the lack of content.
It's-
I think Well, the decision to pull everyone and be like, we're gonna focus everyone on the next expansion was a bad decision because now you have all these bugs and glitches coming through, and you don't have the developing team to get them. The melee hit detection is still glitched.
I had no problem with that at all.
Cosmo asked for bugs and glitches on Reddit, and there's like 10 or 12 bugs on the game that still need to be fixed.
I've noticed nothing.
We haven't been playing it that much, to be fair.
I did when it first came out. I updated. Played all through Iron Banner. Like a week straight.
I didn't even notice any bugs in Iron Banner.
It's normal Iron Banner stuff. Hashtag just Iron Banner things.
That will never be a tag.
We'll make it a tag.
Does the world? It will
Make
be
it a
shit.
tag. Anyone listening, please.
So nobody.
How dare you? There is at least 2 people. There is Zach.
Me and you, Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of something. On the
Go on.
YouTube channel, besides myself, there's 3 other subscribers. Well, one is hidden, and I can't fucking see him. It's bugging me.
One
I know that.
could be Buck, but I'm unsure. I know one is me.
I doubt it, but yeah. Wait, hang
I
on.
thought that Gunnery Sergeant Buck was Buck. Well, just an idea.
It is.
I think one is me.
It's not hidden then.
Oh.
Well, exactly. It shouldn't be. Look.
It could be me. I'll have to unhide myself. I do apologize to you all. Anyone?
What have you got to hide? What have you got to hide, Paul?
Everything.
Oh.
I have a whole other
Don't
life.
want to know.
Whole other life people don't even know about. Anyone have any more news? Because I have some like comic and film tidbits, but
All right, go for
if
it.
anyone has any video game stuff, then I'll delay that.
Go ahead.
Oh, we have 6 subscribers now. What the fuck?
Woot! We're growing. Comic book wise, there is another resurrection coming from Marvel, which I don't think anyone's going to care about but me. And it looks to be
No, we're all good.
the Wasp.
Sorry.
She's coming back, which would be cool.
Is
And
that Ant-Man's?
Yes. Mrs.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is coming.
Which was hinted at the end of the film.
They're going to bring back, I think, the
As
daughter.
in for a film version, not...
I think they're bringing the daughter back for the film, and then everyone reckons they're going to bring the daughter then into the comics as the new Wasp. To just tie it ever more in with how it works.
Oh, they've already confirmed the Wasp and Ant-Man film.
Yeah, which is why everyone thinks, obviously, the daughter's going to be next up in the comics. So it'll be like, look, we're so in sync with our marketing team. And the other one I have is there's 2 actually. Civil War 2, they've released, someone on NeoGAF, so, the most reliable source, that's what I was looking for, has claimed to know exactly what's going to happen in Civil War 2, although at least who's going to die and how it's going to all start off, which is interesting. And spoiler alert.
I hate when I kill people. Don't do fucking spoilers.
So glad it's okay.
Why? It's okay. Hey, does it? Okay.
Well,
Tom, you ruined this.
There's no proof.
If you read the comics, you would know this.
Well, there's no proof for who it is, but they've said they've released the script for Civil War 2 from Brian Michael Bendis, and they've somehow read it, so they know who's getting killed off, why, and like what's going to cause Civil War 2. But obviously, everyone's still very much like, there is no proof of this matter. It's gonna have to obviously wait and see if it comes out.
Well, I think what causes Civil War is the same thing as the comics. It's just that the characters, the plot line is going to change a little bit in the movies. But what causes it is originally the same. Everyone thinks that superheroes need to be regulated, and Iron Man, Captain America, that whole trend.
The difference between the comics and the film for Civil War 1 anyway is that in one, a school gets blown up. It's in the comics, but in the films, they're just doing it from Sokovia. And because of everything that happened there, it needs to be regulated. And then the film news I have, which does link to Civil War, is they have supposedly Geek.com reports they know how Peter Parker will come into play during the events of Civil War. And it makes it sound pretty creepy in that it makes it sound, when Iron Man came out, Peter was 5, so for the last 10 years, Tony Stark has been watching Peter progress in the world, which sounds a bit weird.
Hey
That
there.
is creepy as shit.
Yeah,
Not really.
I'm hoping it'll play out better on screen, but in terms of just reading it, it does sound a bit like yes.
I watch Tobey Maguire progress in the world.
God. By progress, do you mean slowly kill all films?
Regress, probably.
Yes. Spider-Man 3, where it was emo Peter Parker doing a dance. That was a weird scene.
Just stop.
I think that what made that movie bad was not the acting. It was the fact that it was the fact that they focused on too many villains. Like they had Venom, they had Sandman. Like I don't even know why Sandman was in that movie. They should have just done Venom the entire movie. Like, oh my God, you don't know how much I was raging after that movie, and I was talking about Sandman. I was like, Sandman was useless. Why did they bring in Sandman? I don't understand why Sandman was here.
Because if it was just Venom, then Spider-Man could have easily won instead of having the redemption that was Harry Osborn as they want.
But that's the whole point. Like when he meets Venom, he finally meets someone that can take him. And Spider-Man has to overcome
every
that.
villain can initially take him, and then he wins in the end. That's just it's cliche and overdone.
No, the only reason he beat Venom is because he made the symbiote fall off Eddie Brock. That's the only reason he beat Venom. Otherwise, he was getting his ass kicked.
Because he found out its weakness was sound.
Yes.
Once he realized that, it was easy.
I'm just saying that I wish they would have given Venom they beat Venom too easily. I feel like they should have done a slower progression to him getting the symbiote.
We can all argue the failings of Spider-Man 3, but Darius, if I have to send you the YouTube clips of him doing the emo Peter Parker Latin American dance scene, then
Please,
I'm concerned about why you don't think that is a severe failing. Because, dear Lord. And then my other bit of film news, which kind of links into where we're going to go with this, was the Oscars have been announced. Woo! Nominations.
The Oscar nominations have been announced.
Nominations have been announced.
Yeah.
Down to Flux has exclusively
Oscar so white.
obtained the Oscar results.
You know how awesome it would be if we get exclusive shit? How much that would boost?
Well, I'm hoping that
boost of views.
if the more we do this, and the more we if we get a website and a blog and all that.
I'm not getting a fucking website because you need to. Well, I'm not. No, you have to pay for a fucking website. We're not doing that anytime soon.
You don't have to pay for a website. I can make one for free.
I swear you have to pay for the website for the domain listing.
No, you have to pay for the domain.
Whatever, it's same.
But I'm hoping.
I mean, you can. I have a domain that I can just.
Is it papadarkness.com? I'm not going
there. You have a domain. All right, so before we get into anything else,
P. Diddy,
Paul, Max, and myself are 3 of the 6 subscribers on YouTube. There's Zach and Dusk, and then there's someone else called Dr. Jelly Baby.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Oh,
James, please. I thought we got a random ass person. Both your brother and Zach have more subscribers than we do.
Sweet.
Trailblazing right there.
I'll tell my brother to tell his subscribers.
I don't know if you heard about the new Star Wars script, but apparently the
Rogue One
next movie, not the Rogue One, the 8.
Oh, episode 8.
8. Yeah, episode 8. Apparently, episode 8 is going to be really, really, really dark. Really dark.
Woo-hoo!
Darker than the first movie. And
because the death in the first movie wasn't enough.
Would you call that dark?
It was unnecessary.
Oh, Thomas.
What do you mean?
I mean, it progressed the fucking story, I understand that, and progressed his character development. But damn it, it just sucked. It was like a kick to the fucking heart.
He said the only way he would come back is if they killed him.
Whoa, spoiler alert.
Darius, Paul.
Fucking hell, dude.
I'll have to edit that out now.
Yeah, you will.
Or
just put a spoiler warning in the tag.
No, to fucking edit it out.
I'll just drop. I'll edit it out. I'll just put silence in the podcast for like 30 seconds until someone says, edit that out. It'll be a very blatant drop.
Put some like lift music in it or something.
There's like a worldwide ban on Star Wars spoilers.
Put lift music and then say, "This is where Darius spoiled Star Wars. This is for
This
your
movie
benefit."
has
do
been out for like a month.
It doesn't fucking matter. Darius, are you a douchebag? Answer the
No,
question.
I'm just saying that if we
Then,
have
then we're not
topics-
doing the Star Wars spoilers.
Well, then what's the point of talking about the topics if like we have all seen it and we can't just pull a spoiler warning on it so that we can talk about it? We shouldn't forbid ourselves from topics because other people haven't seen it.
Yeah, we should. It's
talk about it in
privilege.
private.
It's a responsibility, damn it.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Fuck off, Spider-Man.
The thing is, though, if episode 8 gets really, really dark, my only complaint then is you're retreading Empire Strikes Back territory, and then the new trilogy then follows the same sequence, and you're a bit like, well, have you redone much new? Oh, we silent now. Oscars, if everyone's still here. Is everyone still here?
Yeah.
We're still here.
Good. The one thing I didn't notice about the Oscars was, I believe, The Martian, the serious film it was.
Oh yes, for best comedy, or was that the?
In all
It was
fairness,
best-
it did have significant comical events.
I don't think it was labeled as a comedy though, was it?
No, I don't know.
Wait, was that the
what
Oscars,
genre
or was that
I don't think that was the Oscars.
Golden Globes, or BAFTAs, or something?
I'm looking it up.
Shit, I don't know.
It's the Golden Globes, and it
Nailed it.
won as well. Yes,
Yeah, it did one.
Best comedy.
Win. How bad were the comedies that came out this year?
Pretty fucking bad.
I mean, what did you have? An Adam Sandler movie? Come on.
Okay, fair enough. Well done, The Martian. You deserve to win.
I mean, and Daddy's Home, which people said were funny, but I don't know.
Oh, that's Will Ferrell and
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark
they are
Wahlberg,
great together
Marky
in comedies.
Marky Mark.
And the Funky Bunch.
I wasn't saying
Yeah,
that they
the
were
other
bad.
guys-
I'm
the
just
other
saying
guys was
that
great.
it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
At some point, not now, we should do like an in-depth, down-to-flux review of The Force Awakens. Even if it's just a short podcast, like a 20
You don't have to be there, Tom.
It's like a 20-minute episode, and go in depth with our thoughts
Please.
and whatnot about it.
Yeah, just put a spoiler alert. Just be like, we are talking about
Oh,
Star
not
Wars.
tonight.
They can
No.
leave.
We won't do it on this podcast. We'll do a whole separate episode just related to like certain films.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that we should be able to talk about things and just put spoiler warnings in because
We should. But
I mean, you can.
call it beforehand would be my only thing. Call it. Don't just be like, oh, this happens. If we call it beforehand, we should be good.
Well, okay. Well, I was under the assumption that we're having the conversation, and then like everyone has seen the movie, so I didn't think it was. Oh, I'm ruining this for someone.
That's why I was being purposely vague.
But see, yeah, we will do reviews and whatnot because hopefully, if all goes to plan, the more reviews we do on podcasts and the more listens we get, eventually some game companies will slide us review copies. You hear that?
Oh, please.
You hear that, world?
Yeah, okay.
Slide us those copies, please.
Bungie, get us ready for Destiny 2.
No, I do not want to do a review on Destiny 2. I would do.
I do.
Again, Tom, you don't have to be there.
I'm just saying, most games now don't have good enough stuff. Like, it's the simpler indie arcade games that usually are worthwhile to review.
I hate
like
indie games.
Ori and the Blind Forest. That is a lovely game.
Yes,
Valiant Hearts.
I've got a massive.
Valiant Hearts, I will be playing soon.
I've got a massive indie hype because I realize it's much easier to stream and like let's play indie games because people haven't done it before. And if you try and stream the big games, you're competing with people from IGN and whatnot who've also done the same thing, and it's just like, well, this is impossible.
It is.
Which is why,
What's fun. What
Yeah.
people want to see too.
yes. But yes, obviously, we will have to obviously do when a big new game comes out, like The Division or something. We'll do probably a review episode, and we'll do just progress. And if we do films and stuff, like we can do a review episode of The Hateful Eight or something, or Star Wars. Like
Following our film dates, Paul.
yes, we'll do like a short, we'll do like short
As we-
20-minute episodes that are just reviews and whatnot.
They don't even need to be like the FluxCast. We can call it something else.
We can create a whole other podcast if we needs be. Have a sole separate RSS feed. But we'll probably stick with the FluxCast.
Branching out, fingers in pies.
We'll probably stick with the FluxCast for now. So does anyone have any more topics to do, or do you want to? I feel like we've covered it pretty well there, and that we kind of mentioned the Oscars. We can go into detail, but no one seems that.
The Revenant. Is it Leo's year?
About video games.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty. I think it's Leo's year. I mean, but there's also some snubs that I think they should have won the Oscars.
I don't think he's going to win Best Actor. Only because...
Watch Tom Hardy win Best Supporting, though.
Yes, I think The Revenant's going to win big, but just because it's Leonardo DiCaprio, he's not going to win the Best Actor Oscar. And if he does...
I think the Golden Globe nod was... Nod was, hey, we're going to give this to you this year.
I don't want it to, though. I want that running joke to be maintained of Leonardo DiCaprio just never winning an Oscar.
I love how much you just want him to suffer for your amusement.
I'm sure he's really suffering on how much money he has.
Don't get me wrong. He's a great actor, but it's funny.
Everyone wants that validation that I was the best. When you have money, all it becomes about is I was the best. I have the money, now I just need to be the best.
It's not about that, just being the best in general.
There are some very good. See, the rest of the characters nominees, you have Bryan Cranston in Trumbo. Never seen it, but Bryan Cranston's a god.
I mean, heard of it. Yeah, he's a great actor.
You have Matt Damon in The Martian.
Fantastic movie. Good actor.
You have Fassbender, or as Darius calls him, Fassbender, playing Steve Jobs. Michael Fassbender.
Magneto. We said this last week.
Yeah, I can remember. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I remember you guys laughing at him on the fucking thing when I listened to it.
You have Steve, who's playing Steve Jobs, and who I think may win, it would be Eddie Redmayne transgendering it up
the Danish girl.
In The Danish Girl.
How is Eddie a female person?
He's
not. He's a man.
He's a man, but he's...
The Danish Girl is the movie?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, what? I don't know.
He transgenders for the role, and I think it's got very good reviews, and I can see people being like, well, I mean...
He won last year for Theory of Everything, didn't he?
Yes, he played...
Never saw that movie either.
Stephen Hawking. So yeah, So I think he can win, and DiCaprio will miss out for another year, which is unfortunate, but a little bit funny.
Yeah.
You're mean.
Just let him win.
How about
all this shit about him? I honestly, he's a fine actor, but he's not one of my favorites.
He's not mine either. He's very good though. In terms of Best Picture, I know which film I personally would vote for. I'll read out the 7 and see if we'll agree on this. The 8.
Mad Max.
Yeah, we go. Good boy.
That's just like not even a question.
Well,
how does that not?
I'll read out the rest. There's The Big Short, which I've just now seen trailers of. Bridge of Spies, which I heard...
Bridge of Spies is supposedly really good.
It is really good, but I can't see it... I can't see it being out Mad Max.
Mad Max was Film of the Year, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's so fucking epic.
Bridge of Spies is good, but I don't think it's Best Picture good at the Oscars. You have Brooklyn, never heard of it. The Martian...
Again.
Which, that was good, but...
Yeah, good, but I don't think it's Best Picture good. You have The Revenant. Oh. The Revenant is the one I think could contend with Mad Max.
It depends on how it...
Tom Hardy again.
Well, Tom Hardy's in... Yeah.
Yeah, I think The Revenant will contend with...
the antagonist.
The Revenant will contend with Mad Max.
The antagonist in The Revenant. He's up for Best Supporting Actor for that as well.
Yeah, no, Mad Max
he's a good actor. I like him. He's one of my favorite actors.
Oh, that's... I'm now really contemplating, do we want to do a... How long does everyone think we could talk about the Mad Max for? Because that could be a podcast. We just do a Mad Max review.
Well, I can't say days.
I know it's old now,
I could get a decent conversation out of it. The symbolism, the use
we can figure out a film thing off stream and figure that out.
If Mad Max wins Best Picture,
talk about that shit now.
Look out for the FluxCast, the Fury Cast, or I don't know, the Roadcast or something. We'll make a witty title for it. But yeah, I have no more news or anything to talk about. James?
Yes.
News? Anything to talk about?
No, I've said all I want to say.
I feel like I
Stop with
slightly,
the accents.
I feel like I slightly dominated stuff, which I do apologise for. Thomas,
You always
Muse,
do, Paul. You never shut up.
I'm done. I
Darius.
was done when you guys started talking about Civil War.
I got nothing.
Alrighty, well then, at a brisk 120 minutes, we will sign it off.
2 hours.
This is gonna be a short one.
Oh, sorry, no,
Oh,
not
wait,
120 minutes. Sorry, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Damn, I got confused.
There we go.
there.
That's why I was
But
figuring.
yeah, my apologies, everyone. So, Thomas, no, we won't. No, Thomas, you're not sign off first. We'll let Darius do his flamboyant sign off first. Darius.
Alright, this is Papa D signing out. Catch me on Twitter at with a silent C, and I will see you guys later.
I love that. That's actually amazing. Thomas, sign it off and promote yourself.
Twitch, Rasphados, RASPHADOS. Have a nice day.
Brilliant. James.
Twitter is at jam delay. The jam has been delayed. It's never jam today.
What?
And at Twitch, Twitch is Stelius Mark II, STEELIOUS MKII. Thank you very much.
Splendid. And yeah, catch me at twitch.tv/PLudder21. I have a Twitter now. It's rarely used because I don't know what to tweet about, but I think
Still an egg.
It's no, it's not. It's a picture now. It's at PLudder21, and then you can catch us all on YouTube at Down to Flux DTF, on Twitter at Down to Flux, and
That's a fucking great name.
I think that's like I said, tweet us any questions you have, email us any questions we have. If we get a response, then we will do a Twitter section next week. If we get nothing,
If anyone sends us anything,
We're gonna throw a fucking party if we get a response. Are you kidding me? I'm getting champagne. I am going hard. There will be methamphetamines.
okay.
I'm in. And if anyone has anything else and nothing more, then I'll say goodbye and I'll press stop. Nope. Alright, goodbye.
Goodbye.